Hello everyone, I hope you had a wonderful Halloween, and Halloween's over, so now it's Christmas time. Just kidding, it's not, okay? I like this little cool down month of like Thanksgiving, the little bit of chillness of the holiday. Like Halloween's intense. Thanksgiving doesn't have to be intense. It depends on what kind of family you have. Most of the time it probably is intense, but I'm just saying with like the spirit of it all. There's not much Thanksgiving spirit, and I wonder if that'll ever change. Because I feel like all holidays should have spirit. If you don't have spirit for that holiday, you're boring, okay? Sorry, I hate to admit it. But we're not gonna jump right into Thanksgiving stuff just yet, because like I said, there's not much Thanksgiving things you can do. Am I the confessions? I don't know. They're not any sort of theme, so this is just like random, normal stories. Those scary stories traumatized me, literally editing them back. It was hard for me to edit them back. I'm not even joking. Okay, so the first one that we have is, well, telling my extended family how many men, roughly, my sister has slept with after she outed our youngest brother as a virgin. It sounds like this is just a very, like, there's just so much wrong with this situation to begin with. But let's just hear them out. Oh my god, I have a text message. I got a text. Anyways, let's get into reading. We had a family dinner this evening. My family has 4 kids in total. Me, my older sister is a 29-year-old female, my younger sister is a 24-year-old female, and my youngest brother is a 22-year-old male. Okay, now, where are you? What's your age? That's what we're missing that I want to know. How old are you? Let's see, which sister is it going to be? I think it's going to be the youngest one. I feel like it's going to be the 24-year-old and 22-year-old beefing. I feel like that's, I don't want to say obvious, but that's my assumption. So let's see. Extended family attended our family dinner. So, all of our significant others, our cousins, aunts, and uncles, etc. I already know where this is going to go, because the 22-year-old probably didn't bring anyone home, and it's probably horrendous from there. As the 22-year-old that doesn't bring anyone home either, I just feel for him. It'll be okay. Man. And he's about to be outed as a virgin. Like, dude, okay. During the dinner, my elder sister and younger brother got into a mild disagreement. What is mild? Define mild, because I feel like any disagreement, it's just an argument. I don't know. My sister seemed, at least to me, to be coming across as very aggressive out of the frustration and losing said argument. Okay, me at all times. The two of them were too absorbed in their argument to realize the rest of us were getting a bit fed up. Okay, what is it over though? What is the argument over? Tell us, I'm nosy. Eventually, my sister got really fed up and said,
"Shut up, I'm not going to argue with a 22-year-old virgin."
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Was that even warranted? Was that even warranted at family dinner? Or in general? Like, was that warranted in general? That's why we need to know what the argument was about. That's vital to me. My brother hadn't done any personal attacks up until that point. It was completely unprovoked. I think it might have been the alcohol, as my sister is a mean drunk. Aw, man, that sucks. That sucks. Alcohol does do that to a person, unfortunately. That's why I don't drink that much. That's, yeah, because it's also like, you can't argue with a drunk person. You just can't. Anyway, I immediately told my sister to grow up and that she was making an embarrassment of herself. She replied by saying everyone knows he's a virgin and she didn't say anything wrong. This annoyed me, as my bro definitely has confidence issues and doesn't need to be made fun of like this. Dude, I feel bad for him. That's so mean. Do not make fun of something that people can't control. And I feel like, you know, you could be like, oh, well, you can control virginity. I guess you could if you really wanted to. But sometimes you can't, because sometimes people just don't want to have it with, like, anyone. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't, like, mostly in front of family, extended family like that is so outrageous. That's so uncalled for. I would be like, that's just... So I responded by saying how she slept with well over 100 men while she was in college. And that since everyone in the family knows this, it's not a big deal, right? Turns out her husband didn't know this amazingly. I genuinely assumed he must have known. He left the party angrily, saying my sister misled him about her past. You ended her bad. And that's honestly, like, you ended her. I don't know. Emily's blaming me for their marital problems. I refuse to accept I did anything wrong. My sister bullied my brother in front of everyone. All I did was give her a taste of her own medicine. Okay, I think the main issue here is the fact that this is in front of a lot of people. If it was just like 2 people, I think this would not be that bad of a situation. Now, let me first say, I don't think you're the reason for their marital problems. I don't think that's your fault at all, because that was going to come out one way or another, and she should have been telling him one way or another. So I don't think you're the for that aspect, but I don't think that, like, you don't fight fire with fire. Mostly because, like I said earlier, if someone's drunk, you can't argue with a drunk person. You're not going to, and you should not. I don't know. That's, like, really hard, because did everyone know? Like, is it one of those things, did everyone know? I guess not, because the husband said he didn't know. Also, she's 24. Okay. I was thinking she was 22. I was like, she's married already. Damn. I don't think you're the to the extent where it clears everything she did. They were arguing and making a fool of themselves at the dinner table that, like, you just had to do something to shut them up. Unfortunately, I don't think that was the right thing to do. What she was doing was wrong as well. Like, she was blatantly arguing with everyone. The family shouldn't just be like, oh, now they have marital problems and it's all your fault, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, she was arguing in front of everyone and it was annoying, and she attacked the brother. That had nothing to do with the argument. She said it had nothing to do with the argument. Didn't tell us what the argument was. I don't know, but I don't know. I've learned recently that people do everyone sucks, but I don't like doing that because I feel like that's two in the middle, and I like being like, bam, this is my answer. So I'm gonna say you're a mild. You said mild argument. I'm gonna say mild. You were just standing up for your brother, and I think you're. It's unfortunate that that's how he found out, but it's not your fault. That's how he found out, you know? But you also still shouldn't have done that in front of the extended family. So it's like a little bit of an. But I'm glad you stood up for your brother. You know what I mean? Like, next one, am I the for telling my son he deserved his girlfriend breaking up with him? Let's see. I feel like I've never. So my son had I was gonna say, I feel like that's something you hear about, like parents not approving of relationships or like being like very vocal about not liking significant others. My parents aren't really like that. They will be after the fact, but oh wait, this is like not liking her son. She's like saying, so my son had a long-distance girlfriend recently for about 2 years. She was great, a really nice girl, and we all loved her and welcomed her with open arms. She was flying here constantly to visit him, like a weekend a month, and he didn't lift a finger to go visit her. Uh-oh. Now, you need to give us more context. Like, how far is this distance? And how old are they? That's another thing. I tried talking to him about it several times and told him he should really start looking into flying over to her instead of expecting her to do all the traveling. He said no, and my wife probably had something to do with it, as she constantly told him she was afraid of him flying. Oh. So the mom was also saying, no, don't fly. Okay. I spoke to them both and said this girl is great for him. She was willing to move over to our country too. Whoa, a whole other country? See, this one, okay, I know I've complained about details in the past, but there's lack of details. But said there was one condition and that he'd have to fly over to her country too, which is fair enough. Where are these countries? He said no, he didn't want to fly or travel anywhere. My son was becoming lazier and lazier, eventually telling his girlfriend and us that he was perfectly fine never traveling anywhere, including holidays, etc. Dude, you deserve your ass to be dumped. You deserve dumped, like, yesterday. Like, not even dating this girl, even. You don't deserve it. Last week, he's told us she's dumped him. I went on her Facebook page, and we're still all friends. She wrote an apology letter about how she's upset it didn't work out, but these things happen, so we're on good terms. Oh, that's always so sad whenever the ex is like, I love you guys, just not what you produce. Can't blame them. Cannot blame her in this situation. And looks like she's with a new guy already. Damn! Oh my god. Me and my wife have no doubt she was still seeing him while still in a relationship with my son. Oh my god. I confessed to them both that I actually agree with her decision, and he should have expected it. He did not treat her properly, and I hope he learns lessons for the next one because he needs to make more of an effort. I said he deserves it for his lack of effort in the relationship, for essentially just allowing this girl to spend all her money and time coming here all the time. I need a drink after that sentence. Oh my gosh. Wife and son are very upset that I said that. Very, very upset. And my wife says I'm being horrible. I don't think you're being horrible at all. I mean, it's not like you said he deserved to be cheated on, because, like, sort of there a little bit you were, like, implying, was she cheating, question mark. It's not like you said he deserved to be cheated on. He just deserved to be broken up with, because it's like, that was the reason why she broke up with him, most likely. I would assume so. I'm sure probably in the apology letter, or why they broke up, blah, blah, blah. So, no. I don't think you're the here. I think that it's like a hard truth for the son to hear. Hopefully that is a wake-up call, because usually people tend to side with the people that they're closest with regardless, and they try to validate that. But I don't know how old this guy is. He should have been flying over there. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe it's a money issue. Maybe he wanted the parents to pay. Oh, it says he's 24. Yeah. No. If he has no plans to travel, I also think the mom is like low-key in his ear. The mom is definitely in his ear and making him feel good about it, but that's just weird. No plans to travel at all, ever. Different if you have a fear of flying, but if your mom has a fear of you flying, he's so obsessed with his mom. Girl, run. Thank goodness she ran. And I'm glad that you as the father noticed that she should have run. So a lot of times in breakups like this, people are like, oh, it just wasn't meant to work out. It wasn't, but it's because you weren't making the effort. You as in the son. So, no, you're not. Thank you for, like, I don't know, talking to him, because these guys out here ain't shit. Sorry. Does that mean? I don't know. Okay, I feel like for some reason this one's gonna make me cry, and in a funny way, because this is titled, Am I the for sleeping naked on top of the covers to teach my flatmate's girlfriend a lesson? I'm scared. It's like one of those things I don't know if I'm gonna know how to feel. Okay. New to Reddit, please bear with. Me too. I will hang in there. So I am a 21-year-old guy, live with my childhood best friend, who's also a 22-year-old guy, and I've done for 2 years now. Up until last week, things were perfect between us. Did you kiss? Are you Rob and Aaron from Love Island? No, sorry, that was like really out of pocket. However, he recently got a new girlfriend, 23-year-old lady. I like how he calls guy and lady. I like that. I've never, hey ladies. What does he do? He's like, you alright, lady? She honestly seems absolutely great except for one thing. She seemingly has a complete aversion to knocking. She and I have quite a lot in common, and I actually like spending time with her. However, it bugs the hell out of me when she just barges into my room without knocking first. Now, she's never walked in on me doing anything untoward. I don't know what that means. I'm usually just chilling on my bed or studying at my desk. However, on at least 7 separate occasions now, she's done it in the first thing in the morning to ask if I want coffee. I sleep naked every time prior to the last one. I've been under the covers and she hasn't said anything. I always point out that she could have, and she just giggles and says, but I didn't. That really sucks because that makes it uncomfortable because it's like, he's clearly telling you, take the hint. Take the hint. That's like, I don't know. But I didn't.
Hello.
This is not your house. I don't know. I just don't know how people have the audacity. Like, I don't really know how people are that confident in certain situations. I don't get it. I truly don't get it. When she stayed over last week, in order to make my point, I intentionally slept on top of the covers. Sure enough, she barges in at 7 a.m., begins to ask if I want coffee, and sees my you-know-what. She immediately backed out of the room and didn't speak to me for the rest of the day. My mate later pulled me aside and said I was bang out of order. Are you British? Are you European? Bang out of order? What does that mean? Accused me of deliberately exposing myself and pointed out that I'd threatened to do it before. I literally just said, okay, but what if I had no covers and you saw everything before? They're now framing this to others that I'm some sick creep who intentionally got naked and lay in wait of her because that's how I get my rocks off. I'm kind of seeing how it came off that way. Am I the asshole for doing this? I will say you're not the asshole. That's funny. Like, that's just, I don't know. It's one of those, like, no, because you sleep naked and it's like, no. You could have accidentally been doing that at any point. So if you did it on purpose one time, it's like, stop. Because I want you to stop doing it. Hopefully she learns the lesson. I'm sure she has. Also, why can't it just be like, if he says yes all the time, why can't you just not go in his room and just make him a coffee? I don't understand, like, not knocking. What's wrong with knocking? Why doesn't she want to knock? No, I don't think you're the asshole because you've said to her, like, I'm naked right now, and if I would have not been under the covers, you would have been screwed. He said that the lease doesn't allow a lock. That sucks. Yeah, knock. Also, they're the for telling people that you were doing that because you enjoy that. That's weird. They're weird for that because you warned her. You don't want your man's girl. You want your man's girl out of your room. You don't want her in there. You want her out for good. So no, make a lie up about that. Make up a lie about, I don't know. Is that mean? Is that like, does that make it the asshole? I don't know. See, that's why I get too revenge-core on that sort of sense. I don't know, okay? Or you can literally just tell people, no, not even revenge, but just tell people, this girl keeps coming in my room without knocking. She does not knock. She never knocks on the door. Like, it's not oh my gosh, I wanted her to see me naked. It's she barges in my room all the dang time. I don't know how she has the audacity to do that. I would never be able to do that. Mostly if he asked once. Like, if he asked once, I'd be like, oh shit, I'd be so conscious of it. I'd be like, knock, knock. They come in, I'd be like, are you sure? I'd be scared. Okay, final one, and this title, again, it seems a little bit funny, so I'm excited. This is, am I because I ate more than my share of a 6-foot party sub last night? This is just like, it's arguments like these that are like, you really, it's that bad in real life that you're coming to Reddit, and I love it. What I thought would be a total non-issue has ballooned into a huge problem, and I'm up at 7:05 a.m. dealing with it. I figured while I wait for a text, I could post here to see if what I did was really that bad. He's waiting for a text at 7:05 a.m. Okay, the first line, dude. I'm a big fat ass. There's no way around it. I love to eat, which probably borders on addiction. But I figure since I'm only hurting myself, it's probably better to just live my life. I have some great friends, although there is no doubt I'm the harmless, funny, token fat guy of the otherwise pretty good looking group. I guess that sets the stage enough. I feel bad now. Like, now I feel bad. I immediately feel bad. Like, man just loves to eat, and they clearly are mad about it. I don't know. Okay. Last night, my friend hosted UFC. I thought that was University of Central Florida. I don't know why I can't read UCF and UFC without thinking. Like, I just always think of UCF. Last time my friend hosted UFC and I was invited. He got a 6-foot party sub. I also brought homemade wings that are sort of my specialty. Well, of course, people flocked to the food and I had basically one serving of the sandwich, but people devoured my wings and I didn't get to have a single one, which is totally fine. That's why I brought them. But maybe an hour later, I was starving. That sucks because I like whenever I make something or I bring something, I'm bringing it for myself. I'm bringing it because I'm happy and I'm excited about it. To share it with other people, but also to have it with myself and other people, with my friends. So that sucks right off the bat. I kept eyeing the sandwich and I'd say there was about 3 feet of it left. $5 foot long. I would say that's a foot long. So dang. So that's probably like, people usually eat half. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 hoagies left. I also don't like that he keeps saying sub. It's a hoagie. I waited an hour, then another half an hour, and no one had touched it. But they were still munching on chips, pretzels, and whatnot. So I was like, screw it. I took about half of what was left and ate it. Then the last half sat for another 10-15 minutes, and no one said anything, so ate the rest. You ate 3 feet? You ate 3 feet of a sub? Oh my god. You ate 3 feet? That's where you lose me. You had me. You had me in the first half. You ate 3. You ate a half a foot. And then, if my calculations are correct, man, oh my god. Well, to be sure, as I was swallowing the last bite, the host girlfriend asked where the sandwich was. Like, I was the guilty party pretty much. Everyone pointed at me. I guess they noticed me eating the sandwich. She was furious and said that I was an incredible pig. Damn. And that I had been super selfish to eat 3 feet of a sandwich. Kind of true, but to call you a pig is crazy. I felt so bad I tried to explain to her that I really did wait over an hour and thought people had lost interest. I also tried to explain how everyone had ate my wings, and she said something along the lines of, you brought them to share, Alan. If someone had eaten over half by themselves, that's not fucking sharing, is it? Well, someone did, because he didn't get to eat any. I get his point. He wanted his wings, but that's 3 feet. I offered to order a pizza or even go get Subways, and she said that it was a pathetic offer because the party sub had been from a local shop owned by her friend. I said I was sorry, but the night was so tense from then on out. That's a little bit like, he offered to get more food, okay? Like, he offered. I don't know what is so special about that shop. Maybe could he have gone to the shop again? I don't know. I woke up this morning to several texts from my twin sister, the host's girlfriend's best friends. The host, that's a guy, his girlfriend, her best friend's sister, host, okay. Saying that I had to get my under control and that everyone is really mad at me and that I embarrassed myself last night. I tried to explain to them that my mindset had been and they haven't responded. Was I the eating that much of the sandwich last night? And he added an edit. To answer what seems the most common misconception, this wasn't a Subway party sub, so definitely not 4 times the size of a regular sub. Oh, okay. See? Wow, he read my mind. This is a local place, so it's about 1/2 times the width of a regular sub. It's still a ton of food, don't get me wrong, but I can down 5 Subway footlongs in an afternoon easily. This is probably about equivalent to that. Not 12 like some people are saying. I don't really know what that means. 5 Subway footlongs is still crazy. That's so crazy. Harley texted me there's Taylor Swift tickets on sale, bro. Okay, here's the thing. I don't think you're an extreme. I don't think you're an incredible pig like that girl was saying. That was too far. She's saying that. I think you're that situation. I think you waiting to eat a little bit more is fine. That was fine. Eat whatever you said you had. Maybe not even that much. And then you can say, hey, is anyone gonna eat the rest of this? I didn't get to eat my wings, so I'm gonna have a little bit more of the sub. Is everyone okay with that? And then someone will say no, they'll grab what, like, whatever. It seems a little personal. It seems like a little bit more than just a foot-long sub. Like, I don't know why your sisters are coming after you. I don't know why they're that mad over it. Like, getting that mad over food is crazy. Mostly when you offer to go get more food. I think you're the but you try to make up, so it's like, you did what you could, but 3, that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know how many wings you brought or how many people there are, but, like, I'm sure that does not equate to the amount of wings you would ate. I don't know, maybe it does. But I feel bad. I feel bad because she shouldn't have called you an incredible pig, and she also, like, they're, like, I think they're too mad about it. I think it's, like, you can be mad in the moment, maybe be mad a little bit the next day, and then be like, okay, well, can you ask next time? Like, this is not friendship ending, and this is not, see, that's what it is. That's what's the scale for these, like, videos. Is it friendship ending? Is it life ending? Is it not? Should you take a break of being friends? Should it not be? any big of a deal. Like, there's a scale to this all. I think it's like mad for a couple days, but not even too furiously mad. And I think she's furiously mad for no reason. So you're the but 3 feet. 3 feet of a sub, man. Dude, that don't make up for your wings. This week's was a lot more fun. See, that's just like giggle, fun, have a laugh. Not those scary stories. I'm traumatized from those still, seriously. These were a lot of, I don't know. We got a little bit mix of both here. They were like little, I like that these were a little bit more lighthearted. It didn't feel like end of the world type thing. I didn't feel heavy reading these. I didn't feel like I was getting a murder confession. Like the scary story ones I was. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I will see you next week. As always, stay happy, stay hydrated. Peace out. I love you guys. Bye.